Dear students, hope you all are doing well. So, welcome back to our online classes. For today's class, once again, I have brought another part from verb. Okay, as Miss promised you that we will have another kind of type of exercises concerning verb. So, this class is actually that promised class. Okay, on the earlier classes, we have seen different type of verbs and using different type of verbs. So this one is also very exciting and very interesting. I hope you will find it very easy for you. Okay, so don't be panicked and don't be feared that what comes next, whatever it comes to you, it is always easy, it is always natural, and it is always normal. Okay, I know you enjoy every possible things, and you enjoy every new things that comes to you or that comes before you. So today we would go through a kind of exercise, and it is from verb, like complete the sentences using the verb below. Okay, so here you will have some of the verbs, and as for your clues, and seeing these clues or verbs, you have to understand where to put the correct verb. Okay, and you will along with the clues, you will have some of the sentences below, and of course the sentences will be in fill in the gaps types. That means the sentences will be incomplete sentences, and you have to complete the sentences by putting the correct verb into the gap. Okay, babies? So here, see, the very first word is play. Play, play. So play means it is play means to take part in any game. We all know. Fly, fly means to fly something, and eat, it means take any food. Watch means whatever you see. Okay, with your eyes. Then reads, reads, read means to go through any article or go through anything, and here s is with read. That means it is about whenever we are talking about third person, or our subject is third person singular number. In present tense we use s with the verb. Okay, so that's why s is here with the verb read. Okay, so that is to say, from reads we can sense that the subject of for this verb will be a third person singular number. Okay, babies? So these are the clues for you, and all of the clues are basically verbs. You can see play, fly, eat, watch, reach. These all are the verbs. These all are basically somehow about activities or doing something. So let us see the sentences. Okay, so Miss will write the sentences on the board, and I would like to ask you to note the sentences down into your khata or exercise book, so that you won't face much difficulty later when you will do it yourself later. Okay, so please have your exercise book and your pencil with you and follow Mrs. instructions. Okay, babies? So here on the board you can see in total there are 5 sentences, and these are some of the incomplete sentences. And along with the incomplete sentences, you can see gaps and in between the sentences. So you need to fill the gaps. Okay, so with the correct verb. Okay, so the first one is the very first sentence for us for today's exercise is we dash kites. We dash kites. Please have a look on the subject. The very first subject is we. Okay, that means we is first person. So with first person we will always in present tense we can never add s with the verb. Okay, then the object is kites. Okay, so here kites is a noun. So what do we do with kites? Do we play kites? Yes, we play, but it's not like kites is something that we are. We can refer it as we play kites. Okay. Now see, we eat kites. No, we can't eat kites because kite is not a food. Watch. Yes, we watch kites, but it's like we watch flying kites. Okay. Reads? No, we can't. It's not a book that we will read or go through. So, which will be the correct verb for this gap? Play? No. Fly? Yes, we fly kites. Okay? So, to say the correct verb for the very first sentence or the very first gap for today's class is fly. We fly kites. Please have your pencil and start writing that we fly kites. So, we are going to place the word fly in the gap. So we are done with the first one. Now it's time for the second one. So in the second line, we are having you days cartoon. You days cartoon. The subject is here you. So you is the second person. With second person, uh, for present tense with the second person, we can never add any s or es just with the verb. Okay, we should keep the verb in its own present form. Okay, so the last one is cartoon. See, the object is cartoon. So whenever it is about cartoon, that means which of the correct verb, which is the correct verb for you days cartoon? Let us see. Play? No, we can play cartoon. Fly? No, we cartoon is not something that we can fly over the sky. Eat? No, again we can't eat a cartoon because cartoon is not a food. Watch? Yes, cartoon is something that we enjoy on television. Okay, that is something that actually pleases to our eyes, isn't it? Don't you enjoy cartoon? Yes. So you days cartoon, that means you, the correct verb for this gap is you watch cartoon. Now why to put watch, not to put any es just beside the word watch? Because you is the subject is you and you is a second person. So with first person and second person in present tense, we can't use s or es just with the verb. Okay, so we only can put the verb as it is, that means in its own present form. So the correct verb is you watch cartoon. Please put the verb in the gap watch. Okay, put the word watch in the gap. Now coming to the third one. Number 3 is she gets newspaper. She gets newspaper. Okay. Now say newspaper. It's a name of an object, and a newspaper is something that we always go through, and it is something related to reading. Okay. So here let us see if we have any specific verb for it. Play? We play with newspaper? No. It's not a playing tool. Fly? No, we can't fly newspaper. Eat? No, again it's not something edible. It's not an edible thing, so we can't eat newspaper. Watch? Yeah, we watch newspaper, but not in that not in that sense. Okay, we watch, basically watch is something that is that you enjoys with the screen, but newspaper is something that we are dealing with the paper or writing or something that is referred as article. Okay, or news. So she does newspaper. Reads, do you think? Yes, so newspaper is something that we read. So she reads. So why here s is with read? Because she is a third person singular number. So with third person singular number in present tense, we will always put s or es just beside the present form of a verb. Okay, as she is third person singular number, so with the third person, the verb will be added with s or es. So here the correct verb for number 3 is reads. Okay, so we are going to put the verb reads. So to say, she reads newspaper. She reads newspaper. Now coming to the next one, it is number 4. I guess apple. I guess apple. As apple is a name of a fruit, and it is the most favorite, I mean for some people it is the most favorite fruit. I always notice that Tiana is very much fond of apple, because we find, I saw her eating apple most of the time in our tiffin period. So that's why I think, like Tiana, most of you like apple. So I guess apple. So if it is about something that is food or edible, that means you are it is about inhale it, or it is about taking food. So it is about taking food, that means you are eating something. So I guess apple. So with it, should I use any s or es? No. Why? Because I is the first person. So with the first person, we can never, in a present tense, we can never add s or es just with the principal verb or the main verb, okay, or the action verb. So to say, here the correct verb will be eat. I eat apple. Now, number 5, they dash football. They dash football. Football, it's a name of a game, or it is something that should be played, and the subject is they, okay? They is, it is plural number, and we all know with the plural number, the verb should be in its present form. It should be in its present form without any s or es, okay? So with they, we can never expect any verb should be added with s or es. So with they, we will choose something that will be without s or es, and football. Okay, football is a game. So a game is always been played. So we can use the verb which. Fly? No. Eat? No. Watch? Yes, we watch football game. Playing the players playing the football. So now they, which should be the specific one? They play football. Okay, as football is a game, so it is basically being played by the players. So they play football. Okay, so we are done with every examples or every sentences. So let us go through once again. We dash kites, we fly kites. You dash cartoon, you watch cartoon. She dash newspaper, she reads newspaper. I dash apple, I eat apple. They dash football, they play football. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the class. In this way you will make some other exercises concerning verb. So we will meet very soon on the next class. Till then, keep practicing such exercises and stay well. Okay.